Hello friends, let's take up another topic from UPSC 2020 question paper which was asked on 8th January 2021. So the topic of essay we're taking up today is ships do not sink because of water around them. Ships sink because of the water that gets into them. I repeat, ships do not sink because of water around them. Ships sink because of water that gets into them. So it means that your downfall in life takes place not because of the crisis which you face, not because of the circumstances around you. Your downfall in life takes place because of what you choose to do in those tough circumstances. So you are the maker of your own destiny. Now you could be an individual, you could be a community, and you could be a country. So the essay means that we are the maker of our own destiny. So tough time and moments of crisis, they are something which are common to everyone. There has never been any individual, any society, any nation which has not faced a moment of crisis. Crises, challenges, they are being faced by everyone. But there are some who survive and there are some who sink. Similarly, the ships, they're surrounded by water. All the ships are surrounded by water. Now water here is a metaphor for tough times. Water here is a metaphor for challenges. Now these challenges surround all human beings, and these just like the water which surrounds all the ships. But some ships sail through, they travel around the earth, while some ships, because of their own internal faults, just because of their leakages or some other issues, they sink in that water. Similarly, some human beings, they come out as winners in those tough times. They take up some lessons to learn, they grow up, they become better versions of their own self. And there are others who fall in depressions in those tough times. So ships sink not because of the water around them, but ships sink because of the water that gets into them. Just like human beings, they sink, they degenerate, they fall not because of the challenges, but because how they allow those negativity to creep inside. So it is up to us whether we allow that negativity to creep inside us or not. And also pay attention here that the ships need water to move forward. Can a ship move on the desert? Can a ship move on the mountains where there are no water? No. In fact, a ship cannot even travel in a river where there is less water. Ship needs water and lots of water. Only then it can sail through. Similarly, human beings, they need challenges, they need crises. And the deeper these crises are, the wider these crises are, the more voluminous these crises are, the better opportunities we will have to develop ourselves, to gain some new experiences and come out as stronger and better human beings, or as better societies, or as better nations. This is the meaning of this essay. And I will explain you further and give you a lot of examples. But before that, 1 minute gap I'm taking up here, that a very similar essay I had discussed on my YouTube channel on 1st December 2020. That is around 39 or 40 days before this exam. And the topic of that essay was, see here. So friends, let's discuss an essay today on the topic, experience is not what happens to you, it is what you do with what happens to you. Very similar, the topic of this essay was very similar to the topic which we are discussing right now. That is, experience is not what happens to you, experience is what you do with what happens to you. So bad things are not bad per se. Bad things become bad because you allow them to become bad, or because you take wrong decisions, or because you allow that negativity to overwhelm you. So both these two essays they have a lot of overlap. And this essay, which I discussed hardly 40 days before the exam, I can see that it is getting place in the essay paper of UPSC also. In fact, another essay which I had discussed, which was like there is no greatness if there is no simplicity. I discussed an essay on this on 23rd November, and around 46 days later, UPSC asked a question on simplicity is the ultimate sophistication, and it suggests that what is simple is indeed great. This essay says that simple things, they lead to great results, and pompous and complex things, they lead to poor results. So you have to. So again, you see that there is a 99% or almost the same essay was asked in the UPSC. So the bottom line is that a bit of self-promotion, that do watch my videos on this channel very seriously. They might occur in the essay paper, or at least they will give you a lot of further material for essay. So now let us come back to this topic which we were discussing, and here I will take up many ideas from that essay which I had discussed on 1st December related to experience, because both of them have a huge convergence. They are almost same. So let us take up some more lines from that discussion which I want to say here for this essay. Whenever you are thrown in a situation of crisis, then you should be positive about it. Whenever you are surrounded by difficult circumstances, then don't go in depression. Don't fill yourself with negativity, but rather try to look at the positive side of it and try to find out like what are the good things which you can do, or what are the good things which you have learned from it. So don't waste the moment of crisis by being negative, but adopt a positive approach for it. So this essay also calls upon us to adopt a positive approach to our circumstances. And this is very relevant in our present times when we are going through this pandemic crisis, COVID-19 crisis. So both these two essays, they say the same thing, that do not lose hope and do not lose positivity. Keep a positive outlook in the moment of crisis. And just like the example quoted in that essay was of COVID-19, that is the pandemic around us. Now let us explain this. This pandemic has created a lot of problems for us. And let us take you being the youth. Let us talk about youth. So the youth many of the youngsters, they have lost jobs. They have been thrown out of jobs. Almost all of us are confined to our homes. We can't move out of our homes. We don't have jobs for a lot of times. Now in this free time, you have two options. Either you can take up some courses to upgrade your skills, like IIT Madras and Delhi and Kharagpur, they're all coming up with free online courses in fact. So either you can take up the courses to upgrade your skills, or you can take up higher doses of alcohol, you can intoxicate yourself, you can take up new forms of drugs, you can start playing addictive online games, you can start watching pornography. So the tough times are to all of us. What determines, what differentiates is that what you choose to do in them. Some of the youngsters in this COVID-19, they will learn new skills which will help them get better jobs in future. And some of them will submerge themselves in addictive games and alcohol and drugs abuse. So the circumstances are same, the crisis is same, but it is our individual response which determines our destiny. Just like the water which is same in the ocean. All the ships are surrounded by the same water. But some ships, they sail forward, they take revolutions around the earth, and there are some ships, they sink in that water. So these are the examples which we have taken up at an individual level. Now we can take up some examples at a national level, and these examples I had discussed in that essay also. I'm going to discuss these examples here also. Like in 1962, India had an humiliating defeat from China. And it had many wars which it saw in 1960s and 70. Those were kind of moments of crisis for the country. But in those moments of crisis, we learned the lessons regarding the importance to invest on our military and army. As a result of which, today we are one of the strongest militaries in the world, and even when China is thumping its chest on the borders, is threatening to encroach our lands, even then we are able to defend our borders. Why? Because we grew up with the bitter lessons of the past. So in those moments of crisis, we used those failures, or we used those crises as a stepping stones for success. Similarly, let's talk about on the economic front. In 1990s, India faced economic meltdown. In 1991, there was financial crisis. But in that economic crisis, we learned some lessons. We brought some course correction. We changed the way we were proceeding with our economy. So we liberalized, we went for privatization and all those things. So the course correction which we took up, it helped us to become one of the fastest growing economy just 15 years later. So that moment of crisis, we used that to bring change in us. We learned some lessons, and as I said, we were one of the fastest growing economy. In fact, even if we talk about cyclones and earthquakes. Now cyclones, many years ago, cyclones on the eastern coast of India, in Orissa, they used to cause huge devastation. Thousands of people used to be killed. But cyclones of similar intensity do not cause similar level of devastation today, because we are today better prepared. We learned some lessons in those moments of crisis, and we ramped up our preparedness for disasters. Our disasters management is very much secure. We developed some early warning systems and so on. As a result of which, today we do not allow those cyclones to cause similar level of destructions what they used to cause in the past. So these are some success stories, some stories, some incidents which throw positive light on us, which show us in a positive light. But yes, there have been failures also. Like even today we see floods taking place. Now if we talk about water, water is neither a resource nor a gift. It is up to us what use we make out of it. The same water causes floods and devastation, and the same water, if used for irrigation, is vital for our existence. So it is ultimately on what we choose to do with that water, on how we prepare ourselves. So water is neither a curse nor a blessing. It actually depends on us. Similarly, the water which surrounds the ships, it is neither a blessing for them, it is not a curse for them. It depends upon them. If they are prepared for it, they will use it as a blessing, they will sail forward. If they are not prepared, if they have some leakages somewhere, then that same water will become a curse and the ships will sink down. And let us look back in our history again. In 1857, when Britishers came in 18th century, they subjugated us, they colonized us. Why? Was the reason only this, that they were stronger militarily? No, there were only a handful of them compared to the rest of Indians on our soil. They could colonize us, and we sank there because of our own internal problems, because we were disunited, because we were fighting for petty issues amongst ourselves. Our kingdoms and princes were fighting with each other. So history taught us this lesson, and we sank before them because of our mistakes. We shouldn't blame them. It was our mistakes because of which we had to see ourselves getting enslaved. And similarly, in 1947, India went through partition, a bitter partition. Partition took place because of the rising waves of communalism in those era. And we must take lessons from that today we must not allow any sort of communalism or any sort of regionalism or any such any such narrow identities based threats to our unity. So ultimately we should grow up. The moments of crisis which have been there in the past, we should take some lessons from them. Now another positive example I can give you is of cryogenic technology. Now ISRO in early 90s was denied the transfer of cryogenic technology for its space research development program by United States. That was a very tough challenge for us. But instead of allowing our space research programs to sink in depression, we rather started working hard, and with a lot of efforts, in just 2 decades, we were able to develop our own cryogenic technology. Our ISRO scientists were able to develop our own cryogenic technologies. And on that cryogenic technologies, our GSLV satellites are being launched. In fact, on our other PSLV satellites, GSLV and PSLV rockets, we are sending our satellites high up in the sky. Our Indian flag is flying high in the sky. And not only in the sky, but beyond that, to Mars and to Moon. We're reaching. Why? Because we did not allow those tough times to overwhelm us. So, the crux of the matter is that whenever you are surrounded by tough time, do not yield, do not surrender, do not quit, but rather be positive and fight back and be hopeful and take the decisions in the right direction and learn from the bitter experiences. Take up the lessons from this crisis so that we as an individual, we as a society, we as a nation can come up as better people, as a better version of ourselves. We can be a better country, we can be a better human beings, we can be better individuals, we can be a better society. In fact, I'm here reminded of a very relevant quotation which again I had used in that essay of 1st December. That quotation was a statement by Muhammad Ali which rightly points out the importance of experience. And he said that the man who views the world at 50 the same as he did at 20 has wasted 30 years of his life. The man who views the world at 50 the same as he used to view the world at an age of 20 has wasted 30 years of his life. What it means is that if you have not grown, if you have not learned something from your experiences, then your life is wasted. So if you want to sail forward like ships, then learn the lessons from the moment of crisis. Don't allow that crisis to overwhelm you, and don't be stagnant. Don't stand at the same place. Ships are successful when they move forward. Similarly, movement is something which we should strive for, and we should strive to, the bottom line is we should strive to keep away that negativity and those depressing thoughts away from us. We should be positive and we should take the best decisions which we can. So on any other similar quotation which is talking about hope or positivity, you could have ended this essay. So I hope this was beneficial to you. And here I can say that if you, as we have seen that in this essay, that no country, no individual, no society has ever existed which has never faced its moments of crisis, its tough times. So only those have been there, those have sustained themselves which have fought back in those tough times with a lot of perseverance and a lot of positivity and a lot of hope and a lot of resistance to the negative forces. So the same we need to learn and evolve and keep moving forward, keep sailing higher and higher. So in this we can end this essay here. And friends, if you need any assistance for essays, you can contact me at the details mentioned here, and from time to time I keep coming up with courses, some batches on essay development where I focus on your writing skills. If you can check up the details for that in the description box if there are any running batches presently or the upcoming batches. So thank you friends, and have a nice day.